Hello, Cross the Glory. My name is Brian Gervais. I'm a member of the Church Council, which along with Pastor PJ represents the congregation in matters of importance to our church. I'd appreciate if you allow me a few minutes to bring to light a matter that your council feels is of importance to all of us. First, a quick story. The city of Chicago is one of the most renowned, studied, historied, and free places for visitors and residents of Chicago, the Lincoln Park Zoo. The Lincoln Park Zoo attracts over 3 million visitors each year, is open 365 days a year, and operates as a non-for-profit organization. Its $21 million operating budget comes from 25% Chicago Park District contributions, and the rest comes from donations and park events. The Lincoln Park Zoo is the only zoo of its kind in the United States, and although free to visit, costs just $5 per person who walks through the gates. Well, Cross the Glory finds itself in a similar funding situation. Although our operating budget of $385,000 per year pales in comparison to the Lincoln Park Zoo, we are also a non-for-profit and operating purely on the contributions of our supporters, which rests almost solely with our members and with our guests. Cross the Glory has been blessed with committed volunteers, musical talent, patient and caring teachers, and financial support that has kept this house of worship an exciting place to connect with God and with others. Now, you may have noticed lately that our attendance at worship has increased in the past couple of years. We moved from 1 service to 3, and we have moved from an average attendance from about 100 to approximately 200 each week. What you may not know is that our weekly income from worship giving has gone down below the levels of the past few years. This, of course, is putting a strain on Cross the Glory's ability to develop and maintain ministries, which are currently valued by our members, visitors, and community. Your council has been in prayer, Bible study, and discussion about short-term ways of meeting our commitments as a church, and we have come up with several plans of action. One part of the plan, though, is to come to you. We all need to work together toward a long-term solution to help us, as a congregation, to meet our goals and our commitments. In February, the congregation voted to approve a $385,000 operating budget for the coming year. That amount was 8% more than the previous year, but was predicated on a steady increase in attendance and giving, which we've seen increase almost 100% in the past 2 years. Approximately 15% of our budget is self-funded or funded through special contributions of events, CASA, preschool, building use, which leaves the other 85% to be funded through the giving of our members. And we appreciate and provide an opportunity for our visitors to give, but our budget does not include help from our guests. It's up to us to find a way to meet our goals, pray about how we can do this together as a community in Christ, and continue to minister to a community hungry for Christ. As a congregation, we committed $385,000 to our community and guests, and as a congregation, we have a responsibility to help meet that commitment. Now, I'm also a math teacher, so indulge me in a little math to help give you a perspective when it comes to sustaining this community of faith through our giving. Now, we have 137 families in our membership. That is the number of currently registered members, of which about 2/3 contribute to Cross the Glory. Our congregation needs about $6,500 each week to operate at budget. That means that our member family share at Cross the Glory's mission is just under $50 per week. And with only 2/3 making any contributions, we rely on some members to give higher amount. If we break this down to a per person at worship share, it comes out to be about $20 per person per week. Now, we don't expect each family to give the same amount. Every family is in a unique situation. There will be some who cannot afford this amount, and others who have much more than this to give. God does not expect us to give the same amount either. That's why God invites us to tithe or share 10% of what we have to express our gratitude towards God and to help further God's work in the world. To finish the Lincoln Park Zoo story, the city of Chicago estimates that the Lincoln Park Zoo, which operates on a $21 million budget, contributes to a $1.1 billion positive impact on the city from museums. Cross the Glory already has that type of impact in our community, and the council feels there's even more Cross the Glory to do through increased membership and all Cross the Glory family members being a part of our mission together through Christ. Please consider what you can give to the mission we all share together. If you've not already, find out how to get enrolled in our automatic Simply Giving contribution program. This helps keep our giving regular even when we cannot attend worship regularly. It's also very easy to change when our financial situation changes. That and our envelopes at church also help us keep track of our weekly giving. 20% of what we give to our church is refunded through tax contributions and taxes at the end of the year. Cross the Glory works very hard in our office to make sure that everybody has a financial statement at the end of the year to help fund that part. Now we are, and we always will be, a community in Christ. Through prayer, participation in weekly Bible studies, weekly worship, and other outreach events that our Cross the Glory budget supports, we will always be God's hands and feet in our community. Our Lord has been here for us for many years, and we have comfort in his promises today and in our future. I thank you for your time, Cross the Glory, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.